Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever it is, wherever you are in the world today. But it's morning here, and it's a cloudy, overcast morning in St. Louis, Missouri today. Hope it's wonderful wherever you are in the world. And today's topic is going to be a continuation of the 16 Commandments of Poon. These are rules to live by when it comes by women. Now, I'm not saying that they don't vary in certain relationships and with certain women, but in general, you'll find these rules or these guidelines to be true in your relationships with women. So we will continue with number 5, but before we begin, hit that like button and subscribe. And welcome to my new subscribers. I hope you find value here and this benefits you, because if it does, it benefits me. No, actually, it's the intent. My intention to help you and to give you, a better handle on relationships helps me with my relationships, helps inspire me and encourage me, and helps me to see the truth, or at least my perception of truth and what works best for me. So that's my take out of this. This is what I get out of this. By helping you, it helps me multiplied. Returns back to me multiplicatively. Okay, with that being said, let's go. Number 5, the 16 Commandments of Poon. Okay, number 5, adhere to the golden ratio, 2/3. 2/3. For every 2/3 she does for you, you give back 1/3. Give your woman 2/3 of everything she gives you. For every 3 calls or texts, give her back 2. 3 declarations of love, earn 2 in return. 3 gifts, 2 nights out. Give her 2 displays of affection and stop until she is answered with 3 more. That makes sense, and I'm going to tell you why. Because a woman doesn't fall in love with you, by what you do for her. She falls in love with you by what she does for you, what she invests in you, the thought investment, the time investment, or whatever kind of investment, what she does for you. Many guys think, and I fell into this trap myself, that a woman will love you for what you do for her if you just keep giving and giving and giving. Giving your time, your attention, maybe your money, your thought, your words, everything. You think, well, she'll love me if I just show her how much she loves me or how much she means to me, then she will love me more. Doesn't work that way. That doesn't make her fall in love with you. If anything, that will make her despise you and fall out of love with you because you're trying too hard. As Corey Wayne says, he calls that the illusion of action. Many times, if not most of the time, inaction is the best action when it comes to relationships with women. Okay. Give her, okay, yeah. Here we go. Number 6. Keep her guessing. Girls love a mystery. Once they have you all figured out, it's kind of boring. Even in a marriage. If they have you all figured out and nothing changes, same thing every day, day in, day out. And that's contrary to what many of us think, because we think she wants a steady, dependable, trustworthy man. Okay, she may tell you she wants that, but that will bore her to death. I'm not saying to create drama all the time or to constantly make her, or to try to get her to be filled with anxiety about whether you're going to come home, whether you're going to be there. But with that being said, how many times have you known somebody, maybe you haven't, but I've known many men throughout my history of life that were always running around with their wife, always coming home late. She never really knew where they were at. Yeah, he went to work, he provided, he did all those things, but she never really knew where she stood with him. Yeah, she knew that he loved her, but she was always just a little bit nervous about whether maybe one day he was going to find another woman or take off with another woman. She wondered if he had other women, but she never caught him because he never rubbed it in her face. He was very discreet about it. I could probably name off several guys that were like that. I was like that in my younger years, my first marriage, and I had women chasing me all the time. I didn't rub it in their face, but I had many different women, including my wife. Some of you may think that's terrible. Regardless of what you think about it, it works. I don't know why, it just does. I'm not advocating that today if you're married. I'm just telling you to take that and use that however you see fit or not. Okay, always keep two in the kitty. True to their inscrutable natures, women ask questions they really don't want direct answers to. Woe be the man who plays it straight. His fate is the suffering of beta. Evade, tease, and obfuscate. Obfuscate. I don't even know what that word means. I'll have to look that up. Okay. A man with options is a man without need. True. You must always have options. Doesn't mean you have to exercise your options. Doesn't mean you have to cheat on your wife or your girlfriend. But always have options because that gives you a feeling of strength and security. If something happens to your wife or your girlfriend, you know that you have somebody to go to. So it really keeps you from being needy. And women hate neediness. Unless you're her child, she doesn't want you to need her. She wants to be wanted by you, but not needed. There's a difference between those two, and if you don't know what it is, you need to find out. Neediness strangles and suffers. No, you suffer from neediness. Neediness strangles and suffocates, there you go, a relationship. Okay, say you're sorry only when absolutely necessary. Do not say you're sorry for every wrong thing you do. It is a posture of submission that no man should reflexively adopt, no matter how alpha he is. Apologizing increases the demand for more apologies. Hey, if you're a man, you screwed up, you say you were wrong, and that is it. If she keeps harping about it, you either ignore or tell her to shut up. Okay? You made a mistake. Hey, I was wrong. That's it. You don't need to be saying you're sorry at all. Just say, hey, I was wrong. You can make amends if you feel it's needed, but after that, there needs to be no more said about it. If she continues to talk about it, withdraw your attention from her. You admitted you're wrong. As a man, that's it. You're the leader. You're making decisions. You're going to make some wrong decisions. You're going to make wrong choices. That's just part of being a leader. If she doesn't get over it, she needs to. Connect with her emotions. Let me see these Roman numerals. I have a hard time. I guess that's number 9. Set yourself apart from other men and connect with a woman's emotional landscape. Her mind is in an alien world that requires deft navigation to reach your rendezvous. Frolic in the surf of emotions rather than the arid desert of logic. Women are not logical. Now that doesn't mean they can't be logical. Women are very good at being logical, but in general, well, I don't know how good they are at being logical, but they can be logical. And that's not to say that some women don't have similar, if not almost the same logic and rationalizing ability as men. But in general, they're emotional beings much more than you or I. And if you're too much in your emotions as a man, you're too much into your feminine. And I've done that too, and that never ends well. You hear all these people saying you need to be vulnerable. You need to share with your woman how you feel. Well, there may be a small smidgen of truth to that, but you go sharing with your woman how you feel about your childhood, about how you were raised, about how you feel about the relationship, how you feel about the world. etc., ad infinitum. She's going to get sick of that crap. She doesn't want to hear about how you feel. Go tell your mommy. Your mommy will want to hear it, but not your girlfriend or your wife or your lover, okay? You're a man. She wants you to be strong. She wants to feel safe with you, and she can't feel safe with you if you're always sitting around whining about how you feel. Go talk to your buddies or your therapist about that crap, okay? It just doesn't work with your woman. If you don't believe me, try it out and see how it ends for you. Let me know. Okay, ignore her beauty. The man who trains his mind to subdue the reward centers of his brain when reflecting upon a beautiful female face will magically transform his interactions with women. Those who lose their awe of beauty will, in turn, lose their powerlessness under its spell. It will help you acquire the right frame of mind to stop using the words hot, cute, gorgeous, or beautiful to describe girls who turn you on. Instead, say to yourself, she's interesting, or she might be worth getting to know. Never compliment a girl on her looks, especially not a girl you are sleeping with. That's not what he said, but I'll say it that way. I like to keep things PG here. Compliments are great. I do tell girls they're cute because to me it's like talking to them like they're my little sister. Oh, you're cute. So gorgeous, beautiful. I've used those words. You got to be careful with them. If you're going to use them extremely sparingly, especially if you're saying them to the girl. If you're talking to your buddies about how beautiful or hot she is, it really just depends on the feeling you have when you say those words. If you have an overwhelming feeling like she's just, man, that girl's so hot, that's not good because you're allowing that beauty to cloud your logic and your rationalizing ability. So think about it when you speak about a girl, how you speak about her, what words you use. I mean, I've seen many hot girls. I've been with a lot of hot girls, and a lot of them aren't so hot once you're with them, okay? And I've been with some girls who are like a 7 or maybe even a 6. I don't know about a 6. Yeah, I've had a couple girls that were, we won't talk about those. But anyway, there were a 7 that became like a 9 after I talked to them a while. So personality for men too is very important. The initial attraction for us though is that hotness, that beauty. You've probably seen girls that, man, you just want to jump in bed with them. Or like the ones you want to take home from a bar and just spend the night with them. But you don't want to take her home to your mama, okay? And then there's the girls that are really pretty, but they got that wholesome look or that you really don't, you want to have something with them because you can tell that this girl's got something more than just hotness. So there's 2 classes there that we have to deal with. One's good for fun, and a lot of those girls, that's all they want is fun. Unfortunately for them, they don't realize that their hotness one day will run out, and guess what? They'll be saying, where are all the good men? Well, they had the options of all the good men between the ages of 18 and 22, and they just kept partying until 24, 25, 27, and then all of a sudden they're trying to find a good man. Well, guess what? All the good men are going out with the girls that are 18 to 22, and they're wifing them up. That's the best time a woman has to get a good man. Because after they've been out partying for years and they've been, I don't like to use, okay, let's say it this way. They have a high body count. A high value man that's been with a lot of women can see that. He can tell that after he goes out with her a couple times, and he's not interested in that because her chances of being able to form a true bond with you are slim to none. Now, once again, I'm not saying there aren't exceptions to the rule, but in general, once they've been with a lot of guys, they say over 5, 10, over 5, I think, or 4. And been my experience the same. I've been married to a virgin, 2 virgins. One of them I know is for sure, the other one might have lied to me. And I've been out with girls that's been with a lot of different men. And the ones that haven't been with any men, the virgins, are very good girlfriends or wives. And I've passed up being with virgins because I knew that I just wanted to have sex. So I wasn't with them. I wasn't willing to go out there and make the score to brag to my buddies about it. So that's not what I wanted. Okay, but what I'm telling you from my experience, and you can look up the stats, look up the statistics on women who have had multiple partners, many partners, how that works in long-term relationships. Okay, it usually doesn't work too well. They lose their ability to bond, and I suppose, and this is just my opinion, it's because they have been with so many guys that they just feel like they can go to another, hey, if this doesn't work out, I'll just jump over to another guy. As where a woman who has not been with a lot of men, she really doesn't want to change. She doesn't want to go be with another guy because first off, she's not comfortable with it. She's not used to it. So she will stay and work it out with the guy. That's where the other girl who's had a lot of men, she'll just go off with somebody else. And so you have to ask yourself, hey, if you're just out there for a good time and you just want to have some fun, casual sex, then it's okay to be with a girl who's at a high body count. Actually, there was a time in my life when I preferred to be with a girl who had at least 4 or 5 guys. I know that's a low number nowadays, but in my day, that was quite a few because she had experience. Or I would rather be with a girl who had a long-term boyfriend and they broke up because she had experience with men. I didn't want to have to teach her or go through her uncomfortableness of being with someone, for the first 2 or 3 times. Where a girl with more experience, she was comfortable being with a man with no clothes on and, doing what us guys do when we're with a girl. So that was just my take on it, and that's what worked well for me. Everything I share with you is from my experience and usually backed up by statistics on the internet. But I know statistics are variable and they can be manipulated. There is no hard and fast truth, so you have to take these ideas that I share with you and just take what you need and leave the rest. Try out something that I tell you if you want, and use that and see how that works for you. You have to kind of conform it to your own personality, because what works for me, I can go up to a girl and tell her, man, you are so fine. I'd love to be in bed with you naked, or something like that. I did that before. It works well. You may get slapped if you do that. And vice versa, you may be able to say something to a girl that really turns her on, and if I walked up there and said that, she may spit in my face. Well, maybe not spit in my face, but she may think, oh, what a creep. Because of my age, that's different too. It depends on your age, your status, everything is a variable. So you have to take these concepts that I'm sharing with you and use them and work them into your own personality. So some of this I tell you may work for you, some of it may not, but just try it. Herbert Spencer said, contempt before investigation keeps a man in everlasting ignorance. What that means is, if you just decide something is not going to work before you even try it, guess what? You're going to stay in everlasting ignorance. So try it before you buy it. Yeah, before you believe it, try it out. See how well it works for you, and then mold it into your personality. Okay, I got to go to work. I'm going to work out before I go, and I got to post this video on Instagram and then to YouTube. So I got to get out here. Thanks for joining me today. I appreciate you. Have a good day.